Okay, dash cam is rolling. Leaving 600 Howard Drive right now. Headed up the street to see what it looks like on the dash cam. And checking the roads out, look pretty good right now. Approaching the cul-de-sac. Got a little bit of ice right here, not very much. Sun came out and most of the ice is melted. We're gonna go as far as we can go, just to see what it looks like. You see cars here on the road. It's got ice. The road looks really good right in here. I guess the sun came up this morning and melted most of the ice. Still a lot of road on the ice on the side of the roads. Of course, you can see right here it's really clear. Just spotty little spots of ice or water where it's been melted at. And there's a car right there. You can see it's a little spot of ice right here approaching that car. We'll slow down. We're going about 15-20 miles an hour. But it don't look bad. Approaching the curve right here. Looks really good. I guess most of the ice is melted down. There's a little bit of slush right here going through. That truck been there all night, hadn't moved yet. People out walking around. I guess everybody got cabin fever, want to see what it's looking like outside. Can't blame them. Let's see. Approach the stop sign at Garrison Lane. Let's make a left right here. Like I said, I don't know how far we can get. We're going to try to go to make it to the quick trip if we can. A couple of dog walkers. That's nice. I think we might be able to make it to work tonight. We can get out on 155 and everything's clear. We're definitely going to try to go to work tonight on that one. It's good here. There's a truck just passed us up here on 155. Approaching 155, a lot of slush out here. But the road looks pretty good out here. Let's try to go up and see how far we can go. Okay. Yeah, slush, but you know, the driving lane looks really clear. Approaching 25, this is 30 miles an hour right now. That's a little water you can hear, I guess. Surroundings are really nice. Snow is pretty when it falls, but you know, the problem is when it freezes, it becomes a problem. You see the truck in front of me, it's ice all underneath the truck. It's 4x4. This guy here, he's equipped for this weather. And my vehicle's not. But it looks like if I stay in my lane and don't ride off the side, I should be okay. Let's pause right now. Well, let's go. He's moving again. There's a lot of slushy ice behind that truck. I'm going to let him go up a little bit further so we can go from there. Try to maintain a pretty slow speed, you know, even though it is ice and slushy. This is like it's been traveled down pretty good this morning, along with the sun has really helped a lot. Okay. Just past Herndon Bay. Approaching the Shell Station and the Dollar General right here on 155 and Locust Grove. Just had the car wash. I guess we gotta wash it again, huh? Get down this quick trip, let's get some gas and try to head on back. Looking good. There you go. We're passing the Shell Station and the Dollar General, as you see. I gotta stay behind this truck. There's a lot of mud is sloshing up behind him, and I know the car's gonna get dirty, but hey, he's got 4 tires in the back, like a transfer truck almost, a tractor trailer. This area right here gets a little slushy on the side, so let's slow it down a little bit to about 25 miles an hour. Little ice. See, in the middle of the road, you see a little ice which has been pushed to the side in the middle of the road. So far, we haven't seen any cars on the side of the road. A little nasty right here. Slow it down to about 20. Don't take no chances. You don't take any chances when it's snowing in the ice, no matter what it looks like. It's pretty on the outside. You see all the snow on the side of the roads. These are country roads. I don't think they put in any salt out here. This is pretty little nasty. I'm trying to keep my foot out the brakes and just let it coast, because you don't want to apply the brakes while you're crossing ice. Last thing you want to do is slide you off into the ditch. Everybody's driving cautious. The truck I just passed me. He was going about 20-25 miles an hour. A slight incline right here. Let's see what it looks like. We're getting there. See, it's a narrow lane, I guess you can tell, but there's ice in the middle, and the traction on each side appear to be okay. And as we approach the intersection, well, it looks like there's someone spread some it's a state highway. So yeah, I think they came through and put some salt down. They try to make sure the intersection is clear. Approaching the Publix area, McDonald's, everything looks good right now. We're gonna take it on down, see if we can get to the quick trip and get us some gas. So when we go to work tonight, everything will be clear. Yeah, I'm not gonna get crazy. I'm still gonna drive at a moderate speed. But it looks good. Okay, going down this hill right here. I'm up to about 40 miles an hour, so I'm not gonna apply the brakes. I want to let it coast. The first thing you do in the ice and water is apply your brakes, and that's when you start to skid, especially if you don't have really great tires. I have okay tires, but not the best tires. Really wet right here. A lot of water came off the sides of the road. A lot of ice melted and flowed into the road right here. So this is not really ice, it's just kind of slushy. There's a guy out here on the ATV on the side. You'll see him on the right hand side. He's like he having fun out there today. That's what you need when you want to get around in this kind of weather. Looked like the public was open back there, so that's a good thing. The grocery stores are open and people are actually getting out. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see what it looks like on the expressway. I'm assuming if it's not locked down, I'm trying to go in pretty early today. Make up for last night that we couldn't go on. I want you to see the intersection when we approach the intersection. That's what we're doing right now. A little ice slushy up to 45, and it's pretty good right here. Approaching Walter Drive. This street takes you down to Luella High School. Still on 155 in Locust Grove, headed to McDonough. But right now, like I said, the highway looks really good out here, and guys want to try it out. Anybody's thinking about getting on it, I think it's a good time to ride it right now. But after the sun sets, they said the temperature's going to drop again, and it'll probably get pretty cold. But right now, it looks really good. Greenwood Industrial Parkway approaching on the right-hand side. They're closed. That's Exotica. Traffic's got 40 miles an hour is a pretty good speed right now. Everybody's going. It's pretty much a normal speed. Anywhere between 40 and 55 with traffic on. Because that's a big truck approaching me. That guy's moving. Look at all the dust that comes off the side of his truck. He has confidence. But as I look to my right and to my left, you see ice all on the side of the road, and the roads are passable to drive in this condition. I would recommend that anybody, if they had to go to work or somewhere, you can go ahead and get on these highways. The sun really helped a lot. It came out, and I think the temperature rose a little bit. The ice makes the temperature low, but when you walk out, it feels like 30. Well, it feels like about 40 actually, but it's not really cold. It's just the ice what makes the temperature drop. We don't have a chill factor that we normally would. Again, roads are really clear right here. Just stay out of the middle and stay away from the sides. You'll do okay. Past another truck. Those guys are moving along pretty nicely. Just curious to see what it looks like up here on the expressway. There's another truck. Approaching Westbridge Parkway, which takes you over to Crown Plaza and all those different places back. This is a big office park. Kumo Tires on my left, as you notice. Interstate South Parkway, which takes you back toward Highway 20 in McDonough. Get ready to approach a little business, some service stations and convenience stores or whatever. And let's see what the traffic looks like here. I think most people are staying at home. They're being smart. They are staying at home. They're not getting out here on the highways, and which is a great move by most people here. But the state highways, we're concerned about the major highways, state highways. The back roads still look a little sluggish. I just saw one that just passed, and it looked a little sluggish. But everything else looks good from here. Not a lot of traffic on the expressway. We're going to attempt to get on 75 and see what it looks like, and get off at the first exit and come back. Crate chips, parking lots, like a lot of ice in the parking lot. Yeah. The Kangaroo. My house have about 10 cars. That's a good thing to know. The gas station is available. It's not like the ones we saw on the news downtown Atlanta. People were lined up to get in and get gas. So that's one of my concerns now, to make sure that my car is filled with gas before I try to tackle the journey to work. You know, don't have to be to work till about 11 o'clock, but I think I'm going to try to go in about 3 o'clock early, so that's why I don't run into any trouble. Very few cars on the road, as you noticed. Past maybe 2 or 3, I got 1 or 2 in front of me coming up, and I got 1 or 2 behind me. So people are heeding to the warnings and staying off the highway. I don't think most people know that the highways are clear right now, and you can drive. So we're going to do this, and we're going to post this up online in a little bit and let everybody see that right now from 155 all the way down to Parkview is clear, all at 75. And we're approaching 75 now. We're going to make this left turn and jump on 75. Right now, one exit, because it pretty much will tell us what to expect. If this is good for the next mile down, we'll assume the rest of the way down to Holidays Park will be the same. That's one of Henry County's finest over there waiting on the left-hand side. I guess he's waiting, sitting waiting on the call, accident call. But everything looks pretty calm out here. And got a little water right here. Now these roads should be better than even the state highway, because a lot of traffic, a lot of trucks have been traveling on this on 155. I mean on Interstate 75. Everybody's going about 50 miles an hour on the expressway, it appears. This is Interstate 75 off of 155 exit ramp. Entering 75 off of 155 exit ramp. Exit 16 in McDonough. And we're going to get off at exit 18, make a U-turn and come back down. I'm not going to try to do the back roads. But I'm assuming that most of the road, 155 being a state highway, is very clear. Right now, as you see on 75, everything's clear as a bone. The highway all the way across, there's no ice in the middle of the road, except for on the emergency, on the side of the road for the emergency. It's pretty iced up there, so you want to stay away from that unless you have to get off. 75, exit 218, Highway 20, Highway 81, McDonough, Hampton. We getting off on this exit right here, and you're ready to make make that U-turn right here, swim back around, and jump back on 75 and head back home. This looks like a slow Sunday evening. Most people are closed. There's still a few people out here. Now there's a little ice here. One thing we haven't done yet is going across the bridge yet. We're gonna see what that looks like. And before I shut down this camera, we're gonna go across this bridge and see what it's like on there. I'm pretty sure they got a lot of salt on there, and because that's what most people are concerned about, the overpass. Like I said, this is Highway 20, Highway 81 in McDonough, Georgia. It's actually Hampton McDonough Road. But if you got to get out, go ahead and get out before it get dark and do what you got to do. Light change, make this turn. Like we've been talking about 16 minutes. So it's been a pretty nice ride. It's only been about 16 minutes from where we started from. So, you know, like I said, the highways are real clear. It's a long traffic light, appears to be. But as you see, there's still a lot of snow on the side of the road, and I think it'll be that way for the next couple of days, because forecast predicts tomorrow that tonight it'll probably go back down in the teens as well, and everything will freeze up again. That's when you don't really want to be out on the highway because of the black ice, and you know. Now we got a green light. Let's tackle this bridge and see what it's like here. Okay. There's ice, but there's also salt. A lot of salt here, which is very, very little ice. So therefore, we're gonna be okay. As we approach 75 south, going back to where we came. Again, that's about less than 12. I think it's 17-minute drive. Biggest thing is holding on these traffic lights, waiting on the light to change. Waiting on the light to change, waiting on the light to change. A lot of traffic coming and going. There we go. 2 lanes here. It's got to be careful making this turn onto the exit ramp, which appears to be a little ice right there as you enter the ramp. But after that, everything appears to be okay. But that's it, folks. And pretty nice journey. And it's okay to get out on the streets now. It's Dennis Thomas. We rolling from Locust Grove to McDonough.